Over the last year, I've had the opportunity to dive deep into the worlds of over 100 successful Amazon sellers. I've spent hours and hours discussing and analyzing their businesses. And as I listened, patterns started to emerge from these conversations. But this isn't about some success stories. The reason why I want to share this with you is because it completely changed my perspective. And I'm convinced that it will change yours too. If you are new, welcome. My name is Michal. We scaled and sold an 8-figure FBA brand with my business partner Miles. And this is where I share everything I've learned about business. Speaking at conferences and joining masterminds gave me the unique opportunity to connect with well over 100 advanced Amazon sellers. The majority of them have successfully scaled their businesses to 7 figures. But here's the thing. After a while, these conversations start to sound similar. It was like everyone was reading from the same script, facing similar hurdles and overcoming the same obstacles. And it wasn't just about the common pitfalls, but also about what they were doing right. The truth is that our challenges in business are rarely ever unique. Most of the time, we simply face the same set of obstacles as hundreds of other entrepreneurs. This also means that the easiest way to level up is to replicate what people ahead of us did. And once we do that, well, we can start the process over again. So we have to figure out what is holding us back, research what others did to solve that, and then replicate the solution as well as we can. And that's it. But what is interesting is that most sellers get stuck on the first step. They don't even realize what their real bottleneck is. And it makes sense. We often don't know what is holding us back because maybe we see just the symptoms. Like, we go to a doctor because we know something isn't right, but we need someone else to do a proper diagnosis. And of course, revealing the problem is always the key step to actually solving it. We need to name the problem and find the root cause first. So let me share a quick example. One of the recurring challenges I hear people say is that I'm working hard, but at the end of the day, I feel like I achieved nothing. So what is the solution? That is impossible to answer without digging deeper and understanding the root cause. Maybe it's a problem with productivity or poor prioritization. Or maybe you are doing everything right and you just need to hire someone to help you. Those are very different problems that require different solutions. If we don't get this right, we end up solving a problem we don't really have, which is more common than you would think. But if we do it right, if we identify our bottleneck, we then still have to find someone who is ahead of us, someone we can trust, and replicate their action plan. This is why people go to conferences, join masterminds, and pay for coaching. And lastly, of course, execution. Then it simply comes down to actually doing the work. Now, let me show you what I have learned by talking to dozens and dozens of Amazon sellers like you to make this whole process a bit easier. I will show you a simple way to figure out what is holding you back, to identify your bottleneck. And I also mapped out the levels all sellers go through so you can see where you are right now and what is ahead of you. And most importantly, I put together an action plan for each level based on my own experience and many conversations with other sellers. So you know what you need to prioritize right now at your current level. So let's go over the 5 levels in a quick summary. Level 1 is the survivalist. As the name already suggests, being a survivalist is simply a constant battle to stay afloat. Your business relies on your daily involvement. Your focus is often just putting out fires to keep the business running. Your time is slipping away and you constantly feel one step behind. This is where entrepreneurs burn out. Level 2 is the operator. At this level, you have achieved a degree of stability and you can effectively manage your day-to-day operation. The issue is that you are still heavily involved in all aspects of the business, and that limits the capacity for significant growth. In other words, your business would collapse without you. Unfortunately, this is the case for the majority of sellers I met. Level 3 is the manager. As the manager, you have a team in place, but you remain involved in daily management and oversight. This means that you often have to tell everyone what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. I see this problem especially with sellers who hired someone for the first time. And I get it. It's not easy to trust someone else with your business. Level 4 is the strategies. At this level, you have systems, processes, and you have a competent team. The business can practically run without you. However, as the strategist, you are still the only one who is truly capable of driving growth. In other words, if you stop working, your business does not collapse, but it won't grow. Level 5 is the owner. To me, this is the pinnacle of entrepreneurship. When you get to this level, it means that your business operates efficiently with minimal direct involvement from you. You are detached from the daily operations, so you can be the visionary. And this, of course, also turns your business into a valuable asset. It probably goes without saying, but the majority of sellers that are scaling rapidly are on level 4 or 5. It is also important to note that this does not necessarily depend on your revenue. I know sellers who are doing mid-7 figures and they are still stuck on level 1. And I also know sellers who are still at 6 figures, but they are already at level 5. So maybe you already have an idea of where you are right now. But as I said, I have something that will help you out. I prepared a business checkup that will help you analyze your business and identify your current bottlenecks. So you spend 5 minutes answering a few questions to get your results, including a step-by-step plan to level up your business. Sometimes, even asking the right questions is the trigger to getting the ideas flowing. Let me read one of the questions to you right now so you get my point. If you had to onboard a new employee tomorrow, what would it look like? Option A. It would be a hands-on process where I'd have to personally explain every aspect of their role. It would significantly disrupt my usual schedule, as I'd need to dedicate substantial time to guide them through every step. Option B. It would involve giving them basic instructions and access to some essential resources to start with. I would be moderately involved in the process, offering support and answering questions as they begin to integrate into the team. Option C. They would be integrated into our system with comprehensive written instructions, task templates, and the necessary tools to begin their work. My involvement in this process would be minimal, as the system is designed to ensure they can independently understand their role. A question like this paints a pretty good picture of the current level of your operations. And every question is designed like that, to look under the hood of your business. So go ahead and click the link in the description to get your results and an actionable plan for your business. It is completely free. Thank you for joining me today. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on scaling your Amazon business.